Were you there when Bob Horrigan was killed?
I was not there when he was killed. The unit was by themselves doing a hit when he was killed. I think myself and Caleb Williamson are the last two people to have a non-military related conversation with him. I took his death very, very harshly. Bob, from what I can recall, was like a rated armor of like big guns. Like everyone knows how to work on a big gun, especially if you're a machine gunner, you know how to work on a big gun. But Bob had some other much higher level of knowledge on how to work on like crew-served weapons. Like I think he was an armor rated or something like that. But we had gone out on a mission at the time. We were using a very special form of ammunition that had sabos on them. One of these sabos had somehow gotten desperately jammed into the gun and worked its way into the machinery of the gun. And there was no way to clear this gun. And there was no way to get this thing free. They needed somebody who was a higher level of armor expertise to unfree this gun. And for those of you who don't know, the M2 machine gun is a pretty complex piece of machinery. And this gun is deadlined. So Bob, being the guy who knows how to work on the gun, he takes two Ranger machine gunners, me and Caleb Williamson. Everyone else goes to bed, and the three of us are staying up working on this broken down tranny, right? It is unbelievably hot in this garage. We're working on this thing. We're up on this gun. Everyone's knuckles are beat up. Everyone's cursing. This gun is just kicking our butts, and not only that, but we're missing precious sleep time working on this stupid gun with this stupid sabot. It's stupid jammed in here. We're pouring sweat, and this is another one of those moments I can just remember so clearly. Bob says, hold on, I'll be right back. He had a little bit of a Texas drawl. I'm not even going to attempt to do it, but he hops down off the gun, he goes inside, comes back out, and he had cold blue Gatorades. I remember him flipping it up to me. And this is another one of those silly little memories I have. I can still remember seeing that Gatorade flip through the air with like the sweat on it and catching it and remembering how cool it was and then opening it, how good it tasted. And then he hopped back up on the gun. He's like, man, let's take a little break. He's like, this gun ain't going nowhere. And we just started talking about being back home. Like, it was weird. He had this like really warm, sort of fatherly energy, which is very unusual. A lot of guys from the unit do not have that energy. Like, a lot of those guys are like, I would say, benevolent sociopaths. You know what I mean? They're wired even different than Rangers are. They're killers. But he had this real warm energy. He was getting ready to go home. He cracked a little joke. He's like, man, this is just like we're back at home, like working on a car in the garage, right? And he kind of broke the mood, you know, brought the mood up. Finally get this stupid gun taken care of. And like we went to bed, and then they flew out. And that day he was killed. Me and Caleb Willie were like some of the last guys to have like a normal, non-military related conversation with him.